Hey planner besties, welcome or welcome back. We're going to be doing a little flip through of how January went for me in my work planner. Like I said, I'm going to start making this a series again because this is like my real functional planner. Love it. My small but mighty powerhouse. And yeah, I want to show y'all how it's going for me. I don't know whether to call this a pre-plan or like a flip through because these videos are going to be very short, y'all. My refresh is going to be separate. That's when I like refresh my whole planner for the month. I'm giving all the Valentine's Day still functional, but definitely Valentine's Day vibes. But yeah, it'll be 2 videos. This one where I'm like flipping through and the refresh. So yeah, this is the Poyant Hun cover, but mostly all cloth and paper items inside. I have a in-depth setup video. If you guys want to see that, I'll link it down below. And this is a HP mini. I don't know if I said that, so I'm not going to go through all the details of what's in here. I'm just going to show y'all how it's been working for me. So I said that at the end of January, I need to figure out what sticky note I want to put to block this off. Definitely want to do like a neutral color so that it's like cohesive throughout the year. I still didn't decide what I want to do yet, y'all, but I did end up filling out the year at a glance, and I've decided to use this to track like my PTO. So usually towards the end of the month I accrue vacation, sick time, and we have something called wellness day. So what I want to do is make sure I mark off to show that I earned the day, and then I want to track my sick days, the same wellness day, vacations on here as well. I'm still kind of trying to figure out, you know, how that makes sense for me, but I know it's something that I want to track, and yeah, to make sure my balance is accurate. And then we are gonna go into my monthly section. So I have a question for y'all. You guys see how we have like the January, I have all of the months in the year, right? When January is done, do you keep the January divider or do you get rid of it? I feel like if I get rid of it, I'm gonna feel like it's missing a divider. So I don't know. I think I want to keep it when I do my refresh. Not sure yet, thinking about it. So I have my pockets, which I keep my sticky notes, my stickers, and I'm gonna keep it like that. I have 2 because we got in the cloth and paper January sub box the sticky thingies that go in your planner so you can adhere things to it. And I was saying that I wish I knew that instead of almost breaking my hole punch to get this punched, I could have just, you know, waited and did something like this. So I might continue with the one I hole punched, or maybe use this method, which is like easier to take in and out, that I realize now, compared to this one. Yeah, it's definitely way more force. So I'll probably use this next month. And then we have the monthlies. I just put like a sticky note here with things. Sometimes if people call me or say something to me, I just want to stick it somewhere, I will put it right there. So the monthly section, I got this clip off Amazon. This is actually a food bag clip, but yes, I clipped it on my planner because it said you can use it for planners too. I am gonna put it in the description if you guys are interested. It is like a link, so I would get like a small commission at no cost to you guys. I actually kind of more so wanted this for my February setup maybe, but I kept it here to see like how I feel about it. And so for January, for my monthly, I feel like I'm gonna say this all the time, but I don't want to keep saying it. It's not like a broken record. I really don't know how to use this section for work. So I did put the cloth and paper like sticky that we got, well, we used to get on the sub boxes, but now we're not getting those anymore. So now I don't know what to do with the monthly boxes. So yeah, this is the monthly, and I realized that I will definitely do my monthly pages, but I don't refer back to it much. It's almost like a pre-plan for me to see how the month is looking. Even February, I'm going to do like a little staycation, so I know that I have a whole week that's going to be blocked in February, so I can kind of see like the meetings and the deadlines that I have around it, so I can plan accordingly. So that's kind of how I use my monthly. I don't use it for more than that. Like, I'm not in my weeklies or my dailies going back and being like, oh, what's coming up, because I kind of know it, and it's also in my Outlook calendar at work. So yeah, that's my monthly. And then at the back of the monthly page, I just have like monthly to-dos that I do over and over again. So that's what I have here. I'm gonna have to copy over a lot of these things in February, and I don't plan on camera because I really just need to do that at work. I don't want to think and deal with work when I'm at work, so I do that off camera. And then I just have sticky notes, well, stickers, and then it goes into my weekly. Let me just say, y'all, that I am really liking this layout. I knew I would like it. I have no issues with it. I love the size. I love the format. One thing that I can say now that I'm talking about it, well, I'll talk about it when we get to the weekly. Let me just continue. So this is the weekly section. And one thing that I did realize is that I think I want to, in February, purchase some dated stickers. I feel like it would really elevate my planner instead of me having to write out the date. But these are for the week. I didn't think about that. Yeah, so I might look into some weekly dated stickers that would fit the mini, so very tiny. If you have any, definitely let me know. I know that there's definitely some for the dates, but I don't think I've seen a lot for the weeklies. So I'm thinking about getting into that. This is an Infinite Lotus layout. If you have the Infinite Lotus sub box for a while, you probably have this layout. I just list tasks that have to be done for the day. Very basic. I don't like how I did the deco here. Trust me, it gets better. I feel like I was like testing around like the HP mini size, seeing what I can fit in there. Here I kind of put times of the meeting that I have, so that's what that's about. And y'all see, I actually tried for the following week. I love that. This little section here, I have put in my Instagram stories that I'm starting to make sure I repurpose items. So because I don't track habits, like you see this space had a habit tracker, I don't track habits, so I covered it up with a circle sticky from Jane's Agenda, I think. And I just put notes. Like I had some notes from Thursday the 15th. I just dragged it over here to the bottom. And then for my Saturday and Sunday, I actually like to prep for the following week. So I put like next week here. I ran out of space, so I put some more notes, even more notes. So this is like my pre-plan for next week, this whole like Saturday, Sunday note section. And then the following week, you can see I was trying with some deco. It didn't really work out. But the following week, I know that I was like, oh yeah. So y'all see the vibes. I love that I added the little raised dot. I feel like I want some more now after I went and put that in there. But yeah, that's kind of the format that I've been following for the weeklies. And I do have a lot, not a lot, but I have a couple of weeks left. And I did bring them out so I can add it in the planner one time. And if I could count, how many weeks do I have left? So we have 1, 2, 8, wow y'all, 9, 10. I have 10 more weeks, so if my math is right, probably 2 more months before I move on to another insert, and I'll just shout my stash for that. And then we have today, which has the dailies. So what I was saying earlier that I cut myself off, that I was like, when I get to the weeklies, I'll talk about it. A lot of the times, y'all, like let's say a week like this week, right? If it seems like I had a lot going on Wednesday, what I might do sometimes is, honestly, I don't like flipping back and forth between my planners. So I would go and I would take out the daily and I'll put my daily right here so I could see the whole week and plan. And I'll probably keep it there for the week, honestly. But I moved it and I put it in the daily section for the purposes of this video. I just moved it on over. So this is where the dailies live. Like I said, when the weeks, a specific day of the week gets busy, I switch to the daily. And also with the HP mini, which it doesn't bother me. It only bothers me because I just have so much sticky notes, but they will get used. There's not a lot of sticky notes that would fit nicely where I needed to fit. Like this whole section, I definitely wanted the daily, but I don't need the whole schedule. So it's like I need a small sticky note, and it's kind of a challenge finding like really small sticky notes. So that's the only thing I can say about me being in the mini. Again, y'all see the vibes. My theme was bluish, so I really tried to stay with those colors. I loved how this came out. So pretty. And yeah, those are my dailies. I think after these are done, I am gonna move on to a new daily layout. This is from Cloth and Paper. We got it in a sub box, like a bundle. It's probably on the site right now as well. And then this is like the project section. So I won't really go into detail with this. It's just like some projects that I'm working on. So this is what I mean by like sticky notes are kind of huge. So I didn't need this whole section, so I just put more notes there. So this is a whole project planner section, and then this section separates my archive, which I was kind of annoyed with myself because I'm like, why did I bundle things up as if I don't have a whole bunch of inserts? Like, I could have spaced it out so it doesn't look so cramped, but I was moving like I don't have a lot of inserts. So I think I'm gonna start spacing it out. So I decided to get some more archive inserts and putting it in there. I think I was saying that, you know, sometimes everything can be done. So if I see like I have a task that keeps not getting done over a couple of weeks, I ended up putting it in the archive because, you know, we'll get to it one day, but today is not the day. So this other section is meeting notes, and I have to hide some things in here. Yeah, so this is just meeting notes. If things are going on, you know, I use that. Nothing crazy there. And I think that's it for my planner. So this is just like deco. This I think I'm gonna take out, but it's already here. It's from Rose Shadow collection. I just thought I would add it in for the blue vibes for the month. And yeah, that goes into February. I already have my vellum and my monthly here. So in my refresh, I will literally just be taking out the weeklies that I filled out already and, you know, giving like the whole planner a refresh, but the system is gonna stay the same. All right, y'all, so that is it for me for the flip through of my work planner. Definitely let me know if you found it helpful, if you want to see more of these videos. Stay tuned for me refreshing this planner for the month of February, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.